boy Akin for Future Pocket Specials. We are here once again to bring you a massive episode, a dope episode. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you one of the favorites in this game. We about to tell you now. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my brother right here, Young LT. Big up to him. I'ma do a countdown on this shit because this guy, he's been in the game for so long and he still got it and he still has it. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to my nigga right here, Young LT! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we back again for this episode. I know you've been waiting for this for so long, so yeah, I got you one of the favorites in this game. I gotta say, my man, I gotta appreciate you, man. Like, I appreciate you very much for coming on this podcast. When I started this shit, it was like something that I never imagined that I could even do this to reach into a level of inviting you. Like, this is really dope, man. Like, big up to you. Big guys. Okay. So yeah, I remember there was this time when I listened to your music, the first time that I was listening to your music, and I remember that was Polycypher. I listened to your songs and the vibe just came on me, so I was like, damn, who is this guy? And he was like, that's Young LT. So, my brother, I gotta ask you one question. How does it feel to have one of the best voices in Polycypher?
That is a nice question, and I would relate. I would relate say with your issue. You know what I've recognized when Kalekai, every nice track, every nice track, it used to call the words.
Yeah.
It used to call the words.
Yeah.
When you're actually working on a track, sometimes you don't even know the impact.
Yeah.
You get to know the results when it's on the ground. You might know the impact in a way, but
so after that, and then you dropped that bass. At that time you were at Polytechnic.
yeah.
Were you in second year or first year?
My first year.
In your first year?
First year, first semester. Then we showed it. Second semester.
And you know, that's very dope. Like, if you feel like after just being on your first year and you dropping the bass and people are listening to it and we're saying, wow, that's really nice, and you blow up. And okay, I want to ask you this question, like, how did you handle the heat? Like, how did you handle the heat after dropping the bass? You blow up at Polytechnic, everyone knows you, and your bass becomes everyone's favorite.
I would say in a way there are various complications that was in that bass. The introduction of the verse was Funa Mone Wina Ufa. So I was in Polytechnic and you're talking about seeing somebody dying in Polytechnic. And at the same time, it was just years back, a few years back, there was an issue of Robert as well. So saying such a word at Polytechnic, it couldn't sit well in other people's soul. And besides that, how it went viral. It's sometimes overwhelming. You get to know when you're around town, you get to meet people and they recognize you and holler at you, drop your verse. Both guys or females. Then back then I used to know whenever you drop a nice track, you have a privilege to have a girlfriend.
That's what.
Then
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask you, bro. Like, did you have a girl? How many girls did you get after that date, bro?
I'm not proudly or I'm not proudly saying or endorsing that it was a nice experience.
Yeah.
To me, I would say that by now, if that happened, I would manage it better than before.
Yeah.
Indeed, after the site, just after the site,
Yeah, yeah.
I had a girl.
Yeah.
Before the site, I had a girl, broke up.
Yeah.
Just after the site, I had a girl who linked with me just after the cipher, and
Yeah.
he linked with me through suitcase.
Oh.
He said how it feels to drop such kind of track that was viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, and it requires one to be wise enough to manage it well.
Yeah.
Because with it comes a lot of complications. There are some words that you might say that you might mean well, but the cipher verse, the very first line,
Yeah.
then there was a fresh record about Robert Jasor. So it was Polytechnic was still mourning about Robert Jasor.
Yeah.
And somebody says Mufuna Mone Winaru.
Yeah.
So to some it didn't sit well.
And if I remember that time, back then, you had dropped Bagadi Bausi. Like, it was Malines I got now the MBA. And I OP Taga, like, you were saying Bagadi Bausi, Wina Zugan Chitoko, Sijan, something like that. Yeah.
Like, it's about analogies and proving a point.
Yeah.
So, but the matter of fact is that when you hit, when you blow up, there are a lot of things that change.
Yeah.
People get to know you.
Yeah.
And people get to like you.
Yeah.
You might even notice that you weren't likable before the buzz, but when you get the buzz,
Yeah.
you tend to be likable.
Do you feel the image you have of what you're creating a good image or bad image?
That is why right now I decided to intentionally change and not bring up such analogies.
Yeah.
To bring up analogies that, if I'm to bring up analogies, be careful not to implicate myself into things that I'm not into.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I talked to my guy right here, and he said, bro, I'm a born again Christian. I've been doing a lot of shit back then, and to start Funa Zodi, you should be viewing his image based on his past experience. So I'm with my guy here as a changed Christian. He's a changed man right now. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about his new life. So yeah, we're talking about his new life. So my brother, Young T, you, after being born again, was it like in 2017?
I've been born again since childhood.
Yeah.
I've been born again since childhood.
Yeah.
But those phases are just the transformation of the mind happening.
Yeah.
So when you're born again, you pass through different seasons of life where God carries you from one glory to the other.
Okay, so you're saying you were born again since childhood. Okay, and I listened to one of your interviews. I don't remember who interviewed you, but you said family have you had brothers who were gospel musicians. Yeah. So it's like, were you trying to follow their path, or what were you trying to do?
Truth be told, if then I was following their path, I could have embarked on a Christian rap career then.
And if I remember correctly, you was in Bible Slaughter.
Yes.
Yeah, Bible Slaughter. So I've been listening to one of your songs, and Praise, Hope, Another Lord. I really talk so. I really appreciate it. Like, big up for like, big up. I appreciate it. But I noticed one thing. I haven't seen Babel Slaughter in one of them.
I had a contract with Provost Loader since 2012
Yeah.
to 2017. It was a 5-year record.
Okay.
So, but they still support me. I still get support.
Okay. Yeah.
Salio,
Sario.
Tida Case,
Yeah.
Casablanca,
Yeah.
Ishan Capital. At one point of a time, we had episodes.
Yeah.
Blasto.
Yeah.
Blasto was also in Provost Loader then.
Yeah. So I was watching Akanina Zuji, you got with a time in the way, and Masechu Notes and Ankati. Ankati and Masechu Notes, Lubanga session, you have a manager, but the manager was hyping you out, and you at that time, when I will save on that, and you got 11 points, and the manager was really impressed. And then you turned out to be born again. Some people some people, you being, you changing, switching tones to be a gospel artist or being born again had an impact on your fans?
I would say, okay, first of all, I would like to correct some of issues that you have brought up. In Provost Loader, the manager was, to me, he was being him as himself.
Yeah.
There was no point of time where people were chased out of the studio for me to record.
Yeah.
But I was a producer. There were 3 producers. There was me, Raven, and Vernon.
Yeah.
So there are some times that studio really matters. I usually sometimes was alone. That's when I would record. Since the manager was always around, sometimes he used to be there. He used to be there whilst recording.
Yeah.
And everybody had that chance to record.
Yeah. But saying that the manager really liked you very much.
He has been good to me,
Yeah.
even to today.
Yeah.
And it's his nature.
Yeah.
He's good to every artist that is there.
Yeah.
He tells an artist that I'm supposed to shoot.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to shoot you a video.
Yeah.
My artist and I'll go to some phone. I'm at home. Maybe I'll organize. Those that were really they engaged. See, Tida Case worked with the manager Zabuino.
Yeah.
So I always say Blasto.
Yeah.
He's worked with him, even though Blasto had a deal. I wasn't there. I was at school then.
Yeah.
I hadn't known about Provost Loader. I actually knew that Blasto was there after I got the deal.
High Polytechnic. I don't want to talk about this. If you're okay with it, then if you, yeah,
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. And you also talked about whether switching to gospel has had an impact on my fan base.
Yeah. I want to know that.
Indeed, it has an impact.
Yeah.
I always say that the other career, even though we term it as secular, it had a good basis. So just after my contract was terminated in 2017.
Yeah.
So I was no longer obligated to Provost Loader.
Yeah.
I was no longer obligated to Provost Loader.
Yeah.
So it was my choice either to continue with such a career or follow any other path.
Yeah.
So I thought it wise now now to personally express myself with the belief that I was raised up in.
Yeah.
Forefront,
Yeah.
clear,
Yeah.
without hiding every bit of it.
Yeah.
So it was a drastic change,
Yeah.
and it was a huge change,
Yeah.
because the content of the other tracks,
Yeah. Yeah.
the audience was different,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that change also changed the audience.
Yeah.
So even when I started posting my those new tracks on my page,
Yeah. And after Wabanga, you're born again. I feel like you released a song. Is it Grace? I feel like, was it Grace? Yeah. Kangani inari Grace. And Pamino Kaninaza Grace. That time you talked about so many things in Grace, and you talked about maybe your past life and you connecting the dots to your new life. And you talked about Kazwa Wofuna Vegan Payday, and then you talked about Ghost Grace, how he has shaped you, Udi, but you are having the money, the mula. Yeah, if I remember very well, yeah. So I wanted to know, like, for fast time I wanted to know, like, I wanted to know about the story behind that song. Like, what was the story?
About I passed through
Yeah.
2017 till now,
Yeah.
and beyond.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about what he did.
Yeah.
It wasn't my work.
Yeah.
It is his work.
His work, yeah.
I've been like through a lot,
Yeah.
done so many mistakes,
Yeah.
but yet God has still been faithful.
Yeah.
I talked about how tough things were at the Polytechnic,
Yeah.
how I got out of class,
Yeah.
and even though I went out of class, God still restored me,
Yeah.
and even increased me in lots of ways.
Yeah.
Where you talk about me trying to give my girl a ring,
Yeah.
it's something that I'm thankful.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm thankful for. The world believes or puts value on things like the buzz. Imagine the things that I've went through.
Yeah.
I've been talked down by people,
Yeah.
calling me all sorts of things.
Yeah.
They've called me good anata.
Yeah. Anata.
Whether
yeah,
it's an analogy saying good anata as good amata,
Yeah.
good anata, good
But
savanga buino.
But you're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
even to the women, you don't look nice.
Yeah.
You don't look pretty.
Yeah.
But now you still have that chance of having a God. You're able now to give a ring to a God.
Yeah,
That's God's favor.
Yeah. Okay, so when I listen to more of your songs, I don't know what roots are whatever, it sounded like you were stressed, like you had your own time for a lot of time, that you wanted una Peter Ragatari, you have your own space. Did you have stress, or Gavina, how did you handle the stress? If you had it, maybe how did you handle it? Did you feel like you had some stress or something else?
I would say it in a way, it's something universal.
Yeah.
It's not only personal.
Yeah.
To go now in Ecclesiastes 11:9,
Yeah.
it talks about Chinyamada.
Yeah.
Sangani Chinyamada Chaku, you can do whatever your heart tells you to.
Yeah.
But at the end of the verse, it says, Rudy, but you'll be judged by Chinyamada.
Yeah.
Kena wema zipitia unazo Rudy. So how we mean it should be your time to know God and to be acquainted with God. And Ecclesiastes 12 says, Rudy, ubange zimezi zuzwane ndi Mungu, ubange ubale ndi Mungu. nthawi isanakwane kuti unene kuti zachinyamata zija, those things that I was doing in the past, I don't like them anymore. Be acquainted with God before you say those words that I'm not acquainted to those things that I was doing in the past. Before the days gets evil, before the evil days gets too many. So there's a time in life where those evil days gets too many. That's where Christ says, with my trouble, every day has its own trouble. So I just thank God really is there for me. My troubles, if I talk about if I had a period of troubles, I still have those troubles even today.
I get it. So there's some people that as an artist and your life, they adore you so much. Like even me, man, I gotta say I adore you so much. Your passion, your life, like NNT, how you're shaping people with your gospel. Yeah, I really liked it. I gotta appreciate it. So, what can you tell some people that are looking up to you, and how can you advise them about their life?
The saying is, I think I was too quote the same verse that I quoted. Watching a matter for guys. It is the right time to be acquainted with God. Watching a matter. It's the right time to do that. There is a period where God doesn't do anything. You mess up, my punishments are whether but there's a time also when Mavuto just a cambi, or my mother one for like amachuruka. Now, tell you that time when we took her with it by his age, and not by his age, that is the right time to build themselves up in the Lord. In fact, that's the power source that will carry them through in those troubled days.
There was a time Linka was in a dictionary Facebook, and people were saying if LT was dropping his secular music right now with other richer labels and international, like he could have been an international artist right now. But it feels like people feel like after you switched to gospel music, your music went down. How do you feel about that and why?
Okay. First of all, my music never went down. What happened was...
Wait. I really liked it. Let's pick up. I know that. I really liked it.
You know what happened? What happened was, we're in the kingdom of God. And we are actively in battle. Butenga, mposa zake za Mungu zimelele. Paul says, to the Romans I go as a Roman, but not forgetting who I am. So you are among the Romans and they think that you are a Roman. And you are getting that favor from you're getting that favor from the Romans. You are now famous among the Romans. Now the time you declare, no, I'm an Israelite. You get it, Now, kwa namba ya Romans, ajosabo mmoja. Ajosabo mmoja. That my support is Juma. Okay. We say this is Roman. Now there's a thing on you. I always say that I've been born again since childhood. Kwa ngulina romwe sinkosa za Mulungu. Sizimamba. Simango vina nyimbo sije. Ndi pamene waswitcha anthu ajaona kuti waduka. The people that God was calling, they still follow me, they still follow me, not that they still follow Christ. They still follow Christ.
Pick up.
They still listen to my music. They still listen to my music. Oh my guys, young to our gospel, Sangaro International. That is mocking God. Kumene walk into Winyosa.
Yeah.
And the universe was made by him.
Yeah.
And when we are doing this, we're not doing for our names. We're doing it for his glory.
Yeah.
So that is a must. Actually, that is a must that the music has to go international. And it's already going international.
Yeah.
It's already going
Yeah,
international.
I know that some people, it's like people do not understand who they can never understand the shit. Come on, I was listening to your music and I still feel like your music is already dope, bro. Like, but people are just not getting the concept. So yeah, I want to ask you this question. What do you expect people to get from you, bro? Like right now that you have changed, what do you expect from you?
Um, okay. That I've been exposed to the message that he has given you.
Yeah.
Kuti ikwanise kupanga change.
Yeah.
Change yomwe mungu akufuna.
Yeah.
This change is making Ajinyamada the disciples of Christ. And out of that comes a lot of things, a lot of blessings. A lot of blessings that Ajinyamada will never be the same. They'll never be the same.
I gotta appreciate you for coming. I wanna say that was dope, man. You preaching about the gospel and for us into Zambia. I really appreciate you for coming, man. Let me shake hands with you. Yeah, shake hands with you. I'm so happy, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, that marks the end of the podcast.